So welcome everybody to the December 2022 Ask Your Guides live VIP event. I am so excited to have you here. We are wrapping up this year that has been one big pain in the you-know-what, and looking forward to the exciting new opportunities that Metatron has been promising us for, 3 years now? That 2023 was going to be when we get back to a new version of normal. Holy cow, can't wait for that. And I'm expecting, hopefully in the next week, as time allows, to do the 2023 forecast, which I want to get out before January 1st, because then I'll have to be doing the January forecast. So got a lot of stuff coming up. Plus, I mentioned to the gang that got here early that we're going to be doing Welcome in the New Year on January the 1st. That'll be at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do that every year. We have a big party. It's just a celebratory gathering. We do some channeling and questions and things, but the more important part of it is just to come together to bring that new year energy and to start things off on the right foot. So we'll be doing that on January 1st. Then on January 2nd, we are starting a group 21-day meditation challenge. So if you've done it before, join us again, because you can't do it too many times, and it's more fun doing it in a group. Plus, if you haven't joined us before, come into the Facebook group. The link is in your book. Join us there, where you will hear about other people's experiences. You can share your own experiences, and what it does is accelerates for everybody. As we had people coming into that group who had said, I can't meditate, I can't channel, I want these things, but it's just not happening for me. Some of them in 3 days were channeling and posting, and it's like, holy cow, I can't believe how brilliant this process is that Metatron designed for us. So if you've ever wanted to channel or speak to your angels and it's just not working for you, then you need to be part of this challenge. And it's free. You just have to get the book and read the book. That's your expense, right? And it's not even all that much. And if you're on Kindle Unlimited, it's free. It's part of your Kindle Unlimited because it's there as well. I wanted to make it as accessible as possible. So read the book if you haven't already before we begin on the 2nd. And then what it involves after that is 15 minutes a day. That's all, to sit and do your meditation. Then share it with the group. Don't share it with the group, whatever you feel like. But there will be a new message from Metatron posted in the group every day supporting us. And that comes from the workbook. So you don't even have to get the workbook if you don't want to, because those messages get posted in the group. It's nice to have the workbook if you actually want to use the book and write in it. Okay, so let's just mute everybody before we dive into our questions. There we go. All right, can you still hear me? We're all good? Yeah? All right, fabulous. So okay, let's actually do a little opening prayer, because we didn't do that last time. I got so busy, I jumped right in, forgot all about doing it, and it always feels good to do that. So sit back, take a couple deep breaths, close your eyes. To all the angels and the guides and the multiverse, please come and join us, because we need you right now. We invite you to join our circle. Bring your energy to collectively mix with ours, so that we might have the most uplifting, amazing send-off for this 2022 year of mixed blessings. To all of you who are here today, thank you so much for being here. Your energy is what makes this possible. Oh, anything special you want to share with us before we begin? For some reason, I'm hearing Hava Nagila. I don't know if any of you guys know that song, but it's a happy, uplifting circle dance. I don't know if it's just a Yiddish thing or if other cultures use it too, but I know it's definitely used in the Jewish community. The big circle dance, often done at weddings and bar mitzvahs and things like that. Feels very good to do. It's that one where you're turning your body back and forth while you're going around and just expressing the joie de vivre, which we all need more of right now, because things have been a little challenging. So thank you, angels and guides, for lifting us up when we slip on that ice and fall down, and cushioning our bodies so that we don't have to experience the full brunt of what's coming at us out there, because we really, really need that more than ever now. There's a lot going on. More gratitude for you, more gratitude for Gaia, for all she's doing for us. And we are so looking forward to seeing those big shifts with Gaia in the new year as well. So thank you, everybody. Again, thank you, angels and guides. We are going to end it there, and let's jump in and do some questions. So amen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Rachel, you were first. Rachel H.
Yes. Good morning. And Hava Nagila was specifically for me.
Thank you. Do you want to tell people what Hava Nagila is in case they don't know?
Let's be joyful.
Thank you. That's the translation?
Exactly, translation.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I just want to, what I'm going to say, it's not so joyful, but I think I understood. I'll explain. I'll give you a little background. My husband has an uncle who passed about a year ago. He lost a son about 40 years ago to a boating accident. And my husband took on himself, literally, while the rest of the family gradually disappeared, to take care of him, all his needs, everything. 10 years ago, his wife passed away. My husband took care of her, funeral, everything. Now he went to visit him every year to Florida, stayed with him 1 week. I mean, get him whatever he needed, just took care of him, This morning, he summoned for $50,000 by a bank in Florida for owing some money over that house that my husband had nothing to do with. Now, I know I ask my guides, sometimes, occasionally, what do I have to know right now? And then I asked my guides last night, and I got artificial breathing. And I said, artificial breathing, I don't understand. Is my breathing not correct when I'm, can you expand, I asked? And I got the answer, golem. And everybody knows what golem is a creature that is completely made out of mud that, according to the legend or mystical legend, that you breathe into it, after you invoke God's names. There are many names. You invoke names, and then they supposedly get up and start walking, And I understood that. I was still perplexed what that means, But when I got to my husband got to summon this morning, I understood. It was just an artificial breathing. There's nothing is going to come out of it. It's just a golem. It's just never going to wake up and it's just a legend, never going to walk, But I just don't understand what is the lesson behind it. I mean, for a guy who really gave, so much to this man, to this uncle, what does he need to learn about it? That's my question.
Okay. So the lesson for Rachel's husband in the situation with his uncle and the artificial breathing, what is the lesson? So it's feeling, Rachel, like it's about being more discerning about who you give and what you give. Because when you're giving out of this energy of obligation, responsibility, you create that karma of obligation, responsibility, you get more of it. Mm-hmm. So when you're giving, it's important to give joyfully, lovingly, and freely, not obligation, not responsibility. Does that make sense?
I would say, I understand what you're saying, but he called him once a week forever, sharing, jazz music, sharing sports news, they were laughing, full-heartedly. There was a camaraderie there almost, I would say. And that's kind of throws me off, He really did it, Yeah, I believe that he felt obligated because of the son that just, was not there. He felt obligated. and he did it. There was an obligation there, but I think he grew up to actually care for him and do things for him lovingly. So I'm not sure, that I fully understand it, but maybe.
Let's dive a little deeper. So what's the crux of this message? So part of it, Rachel, is there's not balance there because he's doing all the giving.
Mhm.
Right?
Oh,
They're not giving anything back to him. It's an out of balance relationship.
Mm.
So effectively, he's enabling them not to stand on their own feet, to be empowered, right?
I totally agree on that one. Yeah.
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 So it's uneven, and it's going to create dissonance. It's going to create issues. It's going to create more karma. So for your husband going forward, it doesn't matter if they're family or not. You are not obligated to do anything that you don't feel that you want to do.
But now he's not dealing with him. Everybody died in that family except
Yeah.
the requesting the money for whatever reason. By the way, it was foreclosed. The house was foreclosed and it was sold to a private person. So I don't understand what's there, So I know that it's completely artificial. They have a little kind of legal nudge, that they can hanging on it, and it's But my husband has to hire a lawyer to go through all this, and that's a headache. That's a
Yeah.
headache.
And that's the lesson, right? He
Right.
created that energy by having this misaligned relationship where it was like somebody pulled up with a coal truck, tipped it up, and just poured it on him as the thank you for what
You,
he had done. There
you
is no thank you except negative stuff.
Yeah, he needed to attend a service today. I said, don't think about it. He's just telling you, remember me, think about me. That's why I said to him, that his uncle is asking for his attention in a way. It's like you're talking about karma. It continues.
Yeah. Time to let that go, release it, knowing that he's done way more than he ever needed to do.
Yeah.
And it's been detrimental for him. So he needs to cut that cord. You might want to do a little ceremony, cut the cord, release it with love, transmute the whole thing, and send it off to Creator.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I think Leslie's next. Are you here, Leslie?
I am. I'm just getting my video. I was eating my breakfast.
Okay.
I didn't think anyone needed to be watching me. It's still early here. Good morning.
Good morning.
I was just wanting to ask, because I had my reading like a week ago or something like that, and you were talking about starting to ask my guides for help. And you said you could ask them for small things like, putting a bubble around my car so it doesn't get scratched or something like that.
Yeah.
I am just wondering how that fits in with like the more Buddhist idea of the path to enlightenment being surrender and acceptance and kind of letting go, not trying to bend the will of the universe to how I want it to be, but more accepting what the universe is offering. And I'm just wondering if you could just talk about like how that fits together.
Yeah, there's a really great analogy there. Let's say you're going to walk outside and it's pouring rain, and you want to ask Mother Nature, Gaia, Creator, whoever you want to talk to, say, can you please just stop the rain for 10 minutes because I need to run out and do something. Now, if you did it in that way, you're not negatively impacting anybody. You're just asking for a little break in the rain to serve you. Does that make sense? So you're not ripple affecting anybody else. So it's having that understanding of what you ask and how it might affect others. On the other hand, you are a sovereign soul. You are creating your reality. You can have anything you want. Let the universe figure out all that other stuff. It doesn't matter. They'll figure it out. That's way out of our purview. You ask for what you need. They'll find a way to make it happen where it won't be negative.
So it would not be I don't know, more higher path to, okay, you're out in the rain and you just, okay, it's raining. I'm just accepting the rain. You just be with the rain, let it fall on you. You feel the cold, you feel whatever it is. Rather than asking, my preference would be, I don't want to get wet. Could you just stop it for 10 minutes? It's not necessarily a higher path to, or a quicker path, whatever, to just, okay, it's raining, it's cold, it's wet. I'm just feeling the sensations, whatever. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And if you enjoy doing that, go for it. But if you don't enjoy it, then feel free to ask. The difference though, Leslie, is if you're saying stop the rain, you could ask for that and you might even get it, but it's going to affect other people. Maybe they needed that water. That's why if you do it very selectively and specific for your situation, like there are times I'm outside and it's really, really windy here on top of this mountain sometimes. So I'll ask, can you just lift that wind up like 100 feet for 15 minutes? That way it's not going to negatively impact anybody else. It's just a little microcosm where I'm asking for a shift. So it's having that consciousness.
Okay, so it's kind of more about like, is what you're asking for going to affect somebody else in some way? Or is it just going to make my life a little bit easier?
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about that too much because most people are going to have that sensibility anyway. It's like, this is what I need. You ask for what you need. And as I said, let them figure out the rest.
Okay.
It's not something that you want to spend a lot of time worrying about, because that takes you off in a path you don't want to go energetically. It's just lean on your angels, let them take care of the details, tell them what you need.
And just leave it at that.
Yeah, and feel the joy. And it's also kind of magical and fun to see how they're going to solve the problem.
Yeah.
Because often they'll surprise you. They'll come up with something you would never have thought of, but it answers the need that you made known to them.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Amanda, what's your question?
I'm just wondering if my guides have any messages for me.
Okay. So, Amanda, what would you like to share with Amanda today? I'm hearing Willie Nelson singing Blue Skies. Do you know that song?
No, but I can look it up.
Okay. So it's a very uplifting, it's a song of gratitude, expressing that joy about the beautiful blue skies that are shining. So it's
Okay.
being in a state of gratitude. So what else? Oh, it's a mindset too, as I'm thinking about the lyrics, because it's blue skies. Do I see nothing but blue skies shine on me, or something like that. But it's knowing that beauty is there, the universe is abundant, and it's sharing with you this love and light. And that's all you can have in your life. You can have that as your entire experience if you choose to have that mindset of abundance and love from the universe. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's shifting your perception. It's that silver lining in every cloud. What is good about what's happening? Because when you're focused on the uplifting positive things, then that's going to expand, rather than if you're focusing on the negative things that you don't want.
Okay.
So here's a story for you. I was feeling a little blue this week because I looked at the tracking for the new book, and I was so excited to get that out to the world because it's a tool that Metatron gave us, and I feel that responsibility to get out there and share it with people. That book has only sold less than 50 copies, and it's been over a month, and it was like, damn, all that work, nobody's going to see it except those 50 people. So I could go down that path and get really upset and blue and not be here for you guys today, right? Instead, slipping into what I know and what I've been taught by my angels, it's focusing on, hallelujah, those 50 people that book has touched and how it has changed their lives. and the ones they will be sharing with it. And it's only been a month. Give it a little time. It's a busy month. Things are going on. More people will get it and they will be helped by it. And then somebody wrote to me that the meditation encounter with a star was so powerful that she felt it changed her molecular structure. And I'm like, wow, I know that's a really fabulous meditation, but I didn't know it could do that. So all kinds of magic await. It's when we focus on the magic and not the part that's not going the way we want it to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your story.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Dave had to leave. So Gary, did you have more that you wanted to ask?
Yes, Deborah. First, I want to thank you for everything you do for all of us. But in connection with my son, which I was discussing with you, I guess I'm feeling frustrated because, I think about him constantly. I meditate, I'm asking for help. I'm really getting nothing, although I did get over the course of, since his passing on April 1st, 3 signs, one of which was pretty dramatic, actually. But I believe he, as I told you, he's an old soul, and I believe he's with my son brother, who passed 31 years ago, because I used to have dreams of them, and I didn't know which one was which. It's like they were the same person. That was years ago. It was very odd in and of itself, and probably his grandfather. But I'm wondering, what he's trying to communicate with me, if he's trying to get me a message, and if indeed he is with my brother, his uncle. And I have one other thing I just also say, which is a separate issue. And this occurred about 3-4 weeks ago. It was a Sunday afternoon. I was, after a football game, I was laying down on the couch. I went to sleep. I heard a noise at my front door. I was too tired to get up to see what it was. A little later, I heard it again from the kitchen. I tried to force myself up. I couldn't get up from the couch. I finally got up from the couch. I walked into the kitchen, and there was my mother standing in front of me, who passed about 6 years ago. I mean, just like I was looking at anybody else alive right in front of me, maybe 5 feet. Very much younger, dressed very snazzy, I might add. And that was really, and then, because I had actually thought it was me, and then I woke up back on the couch, and it was mind-blowing, to say the least.
Yeah.
Anyway, just want to pass that experience on. I'm not sure. And my mother, I did think, was psychic. She had some, back then I thought she was more demented than psychic, but that's another story. But she was psychic to some degree.
Yeah. So
But,
what happens is while you're sleeping, your soul leaves your body and it goes to the astrals. It goes to the 5th dimension.
Yeah.
You're going to soul school, and you're connecting with your guides, your angels, enlightened
Well, it
beings.
was an out of body. Yeah, it was out of body experience. There's no question about it. That's something I got years ago in a dream. I used to like levitate and fly, and it was a very lucid kind of thing. Haven't had that in years though.
Yeah. And you can, of course, meet your departed loved ones. So you can recreate that experience through the meditation we talked about, connecting with guides.
Mhm.
So I would do that. Call in your mother, call in whoever, including your son. But let me ask you this, Gary.
Mhm.
With the not being able to pass the grief about your son, is it the missing of him, or is it something else?
It's a combination. It's certainly missing because he was, as I said, we were very, very close. Of course, we're going through a lot of guilt as well associated with it, that I didn't do a good enough job with him and so forth when he was here. So it's a combination of things, really. But I just, because we were, he was like my buddy. We did everything together, and now it's a very lonely feeling without him, and it's a lot going on with me. This, quite frankly,
So do the meditation, connect with him. So that will help fill that empty spot of him not being there. But I'm hearing him say, Dad, let the guilt go because it wasn't your fault, had nothing to do with you. And the angels always say guilt is a waste of time. There is no need for any guilt. There's nothing wrong. You can connect with him. You still have the relationship, so he's not gone. And he's also saying, what are you doing? You're putting your life on hold. It's like half of you died with him, and he doesn't want that for you. So when he shows up, he's encouraging you to get out there and live your life, do the things you wanted to do. He's certainly doing the things his soul needs to do right now. Because, they're free of everything egoic and all the wants and needs of this particular lifetime when they're back in soul form. And the soul leaves the body when it's time. So it was his time. There was nothing you could have done to change that.
Well, yeah, I know he was an old soul. I believe that he was really unique in so many ways, and I really think we are connected. And I just keep telling him to wait for me, don't reincarnate until I get there.
Well, even if he did, you could still connect with him. So don't worry about that. That connection will never die as long as you want it to be there. So it's always available to you, and let go of that. Stop torturing yourself. Go live your life, because guess what? There are a lot of old souls out there. If you just want to connect with old souls, there are lots of them. You can be out there doing productive things that will uplift you, make you feel good. And
well, what I really meant was I think we are connected. I think I'm connected.
Yeah, you're connected. Yes.
I mean, yes, lives, I think.
But you don't need to spend your whole life focused on that. You're not living your life fully if you're always one foot in the grave trying to be with him. And he doesn't want that for you.
Is he trying to say something to me? Is he trying to get me any other messages? You can.
Well, that's what he said. So let's see if there's anything else. Anything else you want to share with Dad? Yeah, get over it already. It's been long enough. It's time to focus on your life, because guess what? You came here, your soul came here with all these plans, which are all put on hold while you're in this stasis mode, because that's what you've done. You've kind of shut down. You're like on life support. You're not fully living your life. And that makes him very sad, because there's so much that you wanted to accomplish yet. And when you do depart your body, you are going to be so disappointed that you blew all those opportunities because you went down that grief path and got stuck there. So he wants you to knock it off, get out of that path, start living your life.
Yeah, I kind of know he does want that. It's just hard to do.
Yeah, one baby step at a time. You're not going to jump out and go dancing down the street tomorrow, probably, but one baby step at a time, just a little bit. And also doing that meditation will help you to heal. Because when you can reach out, see him, touch him, talk to him anytime you want, suddenly you don't need to as often. That need is filled.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so try that and then let us know next month how it goes.
Okay.
Okay.
I will. Thank you.
Nancy, you're up. Hi.
Hi.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Okay, I have a quick question about a message I got during a reading that I did for myself. It was, during the full moon. And generally the message is just really affirming, but there was one troubling aspect of it that just seems ominous. It says, beware of shallow waters. Something or someone might not appear to be deep. And all that glitters is not gold, no matter how much you try to make it gold. And I'm too close to way too many situations. And I was hoping that my guides could give me a little bit of, just sort of narrow that down a bit, because that's awfully broad.
Yes. So you think they're referring to a person?
I don't know. See, the thing is, I don't know if it's a person or a thing, because it says something or someone.
Okay. So let's ask about
appears
that.
to be.
Yeah. So for Nancy, this reading about the shallow, are you talking about a person or situation? It's about a person. Is it more than one person? More than one person.
Ooh.
More than two? So two people And this is a caution? You're giving her a caution. Okay, are they males? Are they females? So 2 women? Okay. And are these friends of hers? Acquaintances? Family? Acquaintances is what I get the yes on. So 2 female acquaintances. What else? Yeah, I'm getting, it's like they're wolf in sheep's clothing.
Okay.
So it's you being discerning about the people around you, and not just them, but pretty much anybody. You know, let your radar go out ahead of you and help you to avoid those people who will have that negative energy, who will drag you down. It's almost like, so you put on this radar suit, right? It's got all these sensors on it. So you're walking around, you feel it. And it's like, I can see you, you're turning left, you're turning right, you're stepping over sideways. Just, you are avoiding all those potential potholes because you're tuning in to your own superpower, that sensitivity. And you have that for a reason. So it's about you learning how to use it at a higher level.
Okay, well, that kind of puts my mind at ease, because there were a couple of people that I was concerned about, and that this does not fit them at all. So
Okay.
that feels better. And so it's just basically continuing to be discerning and tuned into that gift of sensitivity.
Yes.
That's
And
what
knowing that it is a gift and using it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Mike, you're up. Can I ask you to hold for just a second? I forgot my water. I'll be right back. Okay, that's better. I was getting really dry. So, Mike, what's your question?
Well, I got kind of a confirmation about what's going on already when you were talking about the, reinventing things, reinventing your take on things. And I'm doing a lot of that right now, reinventing it and adding a question, which just raises the vibration again. And so I just wanted to share that observation and anything that you get for my good.
Okay. So what would you like to share with Mike today? I'm hearing this fragment of a song, but I can't place it. It's like, I'm coming, though my head is bending low. Do you know that song?
Nope.
And it's off tune. All right, I'll see if I can figure out what it is. I think it's an old hymn. And there's something in there.
I am bending a lot. I'm doing stuff off the wall. I just say, well, what would it cost? And it costs $20, $30. Go ahead and do it. Don't even think about it. Just do it. Because I'm called, and when I take action, it's less for me to consider.
Okay, let's see if we can get any more on that. We'll switch to the crystal and see if that makes a difference. I forgot I had it on. So for Mike, can you give some clarity on this? What's the head bending about? What are the blocks about? It's expectations, Mike. They're saying, yeah, you can set your expectations for what it is you're looking for, but don't get all wound up in those expectations, because then it's like they're grabbing you by the throat and dragging you down, because you've got that expectation, and it's not allowing the situation to expand, to mold, to bend, to shift as it needs to. So you put the expectation out there, let it go, and stop worrying about the details. The angels will take care of the details.
That flows with where I'm
It's
going, yeah.
micromanaging. You don't want to micromanage with the angels.
Yep. Thank you. God bless.
You're welcome. Good to see
Merry
you.
Christmas.
You too. Okay, so Janny. I don't know if she got back yet. So we'll see if she makes it back. So Rachel S., you've got a question.
Well,
Hi.
hi. I'm literally 2 steps from my door. I have a few optimal questions, which are regarding 2 topics on my YouTube channel. By the way, I'm in a new country, Deborah. I'm in France now.
And you're
it's
freezing
colder.
your butt off.
Well, it's okay. It's not that bad. It's
Okay.
colder, but it's not bad. But I do miss Portugal. I definitely prefer warmer, sunny shorts. So regarding topics, I wrote 3 topics down that I just want to ask if it's more optimal to talk about. And one is, while I'm entering my door, is it more optimal? I mean, definitely related to quitting your 9 to 5, right? It's not going to change. But should I take an angle of mindset? Something related to mindset.
On your YouTube channel, you mean?
Yeah. Would that be more optimal? So related to quitting your 9 to 5, but more
Yeah.
related to mindset.
Okay. So for Rachel, would it make more sense to incorporate mindset into her teaching in her videos? Yeah. Yeah, that's a very positive. It's like I'm seeing you polishing an apple, so you're making it all spiffy, and it's more attractive, right? It resonates with more people because that's the vernacular that they're hearing today.
Could be anything, but let me just ask 2 others that I had on my list for optimal reasons. Related to side hustles.
As a topic for videos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always.
So side hustles, is that an optimal topic for Rachel to explore? It could be very good, yeah. And actually I'm seeing that's where you can incorporate some fun to lighten them up, because a lot of the videos are quite serious. So add some more elements of fun into it with the side hustles, and that will get their attention. Because what they're saying is a lot of people aren't ready yet to make the leap to full time. So the side hustles are the bridge. And if you make them fun on top of that, that's going to be very appealing to your audience.
One I had on my list was money, making money. But I guess that's related.
Well, that will evolve from the other 2 questions, right?
And side hustle, and then making it fun. Now I'm completely confused, Deborah.
You keep cutting out, your volume keeps going away. There you are.
Hold on. Okay, let me do it this way. This is better, right?
Yes, good.
Yeah. So, okay, so you mentioned side hustle, having fun, and mindset, and that's a little bit confusing. Like that's a lot to incorporate. Like, is there anything else that you can share?
Well, side hustle and mindset were 2 different things.
Yeah, but
So
they're both optimal.
they're both optimal. So that means you could do them both. You don't have to do them at the same time. And just adding some fun to the side hustle, because what I'm seeing is these people who are wanting to make the leap from the 9 to 5. They're not seeing a way to do it. They're already probably discouraged and feeling put upon. So if you can help them find the fun in the side hustle, it's not drudgery, it's exciting. It is the bridge. Make it sparkly, make it appealing to them. It's like, this is your way out. Here's your treasure map. This is how we're going to get you to that wonderful place you want to be, where you leave behind the 9 to 5.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting so close to a shift of okay, and here's the final question then. When it comes to making topics, I'm always like, okay, 5 steps to this, 5 ways to that, and it's very teaching-ish, you know, and I feel like that's what I want to change. I want to just
Yes.
talk from my heart and just stop the teaching stuff and just talking. And but I still need to give value. So I don't really know how to do that, you know, give value, give my own experience, give them something they can use without being like, okay, number 1, number 2, number 3, like without the teaching style. And I'm not quite sure how to do that. So I don't know if anything at all. Yeah.
What I'm getting, it's like writing a book when the experts will tell you show, don't tell. So maybe more anecdotes, give them examples to make the teaching not quite so rigid.
Yeah.
Make it more like storytelling. People are more attracted to the storytelling.
Oh, I know. I'm reading books on storytelling all the time just because I want to get better at that. Yeah. Okay. Also, yeah. So final question, should I read more books on storytelling? Because will that help me?
Would it be optimal for Rachel to read more books on storytelling? Yeah. Don't go crazy though. At some point, you've got to take what you've learned and implement it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, great. And then very small, is it optimal for me to continue or to start spending more time on online dating apps?
Okay. Would it be an optimal choice for Rachel to spend more time in online dating apps? I would say no, but the pendulum's saying yes.
Yeah, I don't feel like it, but yeah, maybe it's something, right? I
Well,
gotta do
and
something.
again, I'm hearing fun. You've got to have more fun in your life, Rachel. It's too serious. And if you bring that energy of fun in when you're playing on the dating apps, you're going to be more likely to stumble upon, the angels will help you find rather, a better match. You need that element of fun.
Yeah, I'm still struggling with that, but yeah, thank you. I love your background too. Somebody else mentioned it. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas to everyone in advance. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hang on, it jumped on me. Linda, did you have a question or were you just talking about the background?
Hang on here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. I was thinking of a question. I mean, sometimes I don't know, I have a hard time finding a question to ask.
Well, how about an update? How are you doing with the snow and your roof? We talked about that last month.
Oh, it's good. The problem is, I think it was after the last show when we talked about the roof. I knew there was some issues because we had a leak in the garage. But I got a letter from the association that they filed a claim because there was storm damage, I think, over the past couple years or something. So they have to replace all the roofs. So they're assessing $5,500 for each unit. So, and well, right now the title is being transferred into my name, so I inherit that, but that's okay. So I was just wondering if I was worried that we were going to get a ton of snow, because the snow we did get was wet and heavy.
Yeah.
And it looks just like that tree. Everything was coated. It was beautiful. But I'm just wondering if it will be okay.
If the roof will be okay?
Yeah, if it'll hold up until they can repair.
Okay, so for Linda, is it highly likely that the roof will hold up until it's repaired? It's still an area for concern. So if there's anything you can do, let them know that they've got to accelerate it because these heavy snows could cause it to collapse.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I worried about that, but I didn't want to dwell on it too much. I trying to put energy to sort it
Yeah,
up,
well,
but
the thing you could do is you could ask the angels to hold the roof up.
I've been doing that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, then, do the due diligence with putting pressure on management. Look, there's already a leak. We're getting these heavy snows. You need to take care of this now, or it's going to be way more expensive.
Yeah, well, I was going through my sister's emails and she did notify them, and it was a leak that was leaking in the garage, and they came and repaired it, and they took pictures because she was worried about mold building up,
Mhm.
because you can see it had been leaking for a while. So they are aware of it, but the problem is they dawdle. They take their time about getting things done.
Yeah. So you don't want to be in that worry energy. You want to let the
Yeah.
angels handle it. But meanwhile, prod them every now and then, see what you can do.
Yeah, because there's currently in the main bedroom where my sister was, the lights don't work. They don't come on. So I'm just wondering if, and there's evidence of leaks by the fan and stuff. So, I mean, we have had leaks, but it's usually from the temperature difference on the vent pipes, and then it comes.
Condensation. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I think there's a different kind of leak that may be causing some electrical issues. And I am trying to get some help from my brothers, find an electrician to come out and check that out to make sure that it's not a dangerous situation.
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't have brought it up if it wasn't important. So you
Yeah,
definitely
that's what I
stay on
figured.
top of that.
Yeah. Okay. Do they have anything else they wish to share with me at this time?
So for Linda, is there anything you want to share with her? I'm seeing chocolate cake with white icing, and it's like 4 layers. So what's that about? Is that celebration? Do you like chocolate cake?
Yeah, I love chocolate.
So it's feeling like it's a little self-care and a little lightening up the energy, more party and celebratory energy.
Yeah.
I get confirmation on that.
Yeah, I'm trying to lighten up a bit because there's just been so much going on in the last 6 months,
Yeah, and they're just interrupting to say that layers was purposeful, because the issues you're going through are layers. Life is layered. All the issues that you're trying to resolve, it's layers. Like, we peel the onion, we take off the layers. So layers for you is really important. You've been dealing with a lot of layers with your sister, with the house, with other things, right? So just keep peeling those layers away.
Okay. Yeah, because if I look at the whole thing, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's like, get back to dealing with this, resolving that or working through that, and then going to the next thing.
Yeah, exactly. One at a time.
Okay. Okay, the other night I woke up, I had like pain in the back of my head, like I had a headache coming on, but there was some energy there. And then all of a sudden it stopped, and I had a thought. It says, "Do not despair, adjustments are being made." And then later I got, "All is well." I don't know what the meaning behind that is.
That's your angels reassuring you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's what you have been working on with opening your channel to connect with them.
Yeah. I've been meditating every day. There's not always anything there, but I have gotten somewhere. I just feel like I'm expanding outside of my skin.
Mhm.
But it's just a feeling, so there's nothing else there, and I'm like, okay.
Well,
And then
remember, we're shifting from third dimensional beingness to fourth dimensional beingness. So yeah, those
so
skin
it's like
feelings,
little steps.
yeah.
Just
Some
little
people have reported feeling like they were phasing in and out of their body. So we're all experiencing it in different ways. But yeah, the DNA is being recalibrated to get us ready for that big shift when it happens. And probably it's going to be more gradual. It's not like we're going to open the door one day and we're going to be fourth dimensional. It's just going to
Yeah.
slowly happen for us.
I mean, yeah, sometimes it's like, I think flip a switch and everything's going to be different. And then I'm like, well, that isn't how it works. You got to
No, not
baby
usually.
steps. Have to remember baby steps.
Yes.
And things are
Yeah.
coming.
And Linda, if you could for us, check your earphones, because if you listen to the recording, there's something that sounds like you're shuffling cards. So there's probably a short in your earbuds.
Oh, that could be because the ones that came with my phone kind of went kaput, and I found my old ones. So these
Yeah.
probably aren't
So for
much
next
better.
month, try it and use a different pair, maybe.
Maybe I'll just not use them.
Yeah, you
might
could
work
do that
better.
too. I just wanted to let you know while I was thinking about it, because I couldn't figure out why you were shuffling cards all the time, and then it hit me. It's
Maybe
probably a short in the cord.
I was probably playing with it because that's nervousness that I have. I play
Yeah.
with things. So
Awesome.
okay.
Okay. So you work on that for next month.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, cool. You're welcome. Danielle, good morning. Can you write a question rather than speak it? Sure. Yeah, just type it in there for me. And now we're getting to the vote. So the vote was for Monday. Oh, I see. Vote for Monday. So that's two people who wanted to do Monday instead of Sunday. But I think the majority wanted to do Sunday. So hopefully you guys can make it on the Sunday. That's New Year's Day, 11 a.m. to do the Welcome in 2023. We were talking about that before we started. Edie, can the angels give you solutions for your ailments, eyes, hair loss, and the main one? Are there any other timelines for me? And then 444. Okay, let's see if we can work through that. So for Edie, the ailments with her eyes, and her hair loss, I don't know what the main one is, but the main one, her ailments. Are these 3D issues that need to be handled at the 3D level? Yeah, they're physical, Edie. So those are not something that you're going to resolve metaphysically, although you can still use energy healing, never discount that. But it's still wise to get them checked at the 3D level if you haven't, because I don't know, those sound like they could be something with menopause issues or probably thyroid. That's what jumps out at me. But that's just my lay opinion. So get those checked at the 3D level, but also don't forget about doing things like Reiki or EFT or any energy work that you feel led to do, because that can't hurt. And then 444. So yeah, that's from the angels. Yeah, I'm seeing your table. So, it's about that foundation, that strong foundation with the 4 legs and the solid top. You're building that strong foundation now, which will serve you as you move into your ascension. So they're letting you know that it's in process and encouraging you to keep doing more. And they'll do that. They'll send you that number or other numbers. It'll change over time. When you get them, you should always go and look them up, Google them. You can go to the Joanne Sacred Scribes site because they've got really good stuff, or anyone that you like, but look them up to see what the exact definition is, because you'll probably get more from it. But I do know that 4s are about foundations, and just know that they're doing that because they're encouraging you to keep going. Sometimes we feel like we're on our own and it's taking way too long. We get discouraged. And so they'll throw those numbers out there. Those are like God winks to get your attention, to encourage and just smooth things over to uplift you. And anything else you want to share with Edie? Keep going, keep going, keep going. They're saying don't stop. It's like you're running a marathon, but you're running it very slowly. That's the picture I'm getting. So it's like you're in slow motion doing a marathon. And it probably feels like you're trying to run in water, because I'm feeling that tension that's holding you back. And just know that you are making progress, but sometimes what you have to do is you've got to slow down even more, because when you're in that water, if you're trying to run, you create too much resistance, and that impedes your ability to move further, faster. So if you slow down, you'll actually make progress faster. Does that make sense? Edie, are you here? You're here? Okay. Well, that's what I've got. So if you need more clarification, just put it at the bottom. Dave had to jump off, but he's like direction. Oh, answers about the direction and figuring out the metaphysical spiritual thing. We'll just ask real quick, Dave. For Dave, what can you share with him about his metaphysical spiritual journey? Baby stepping, Dave. Just do something. Because when you sit there spinning your wheels saying, I know I need to do this, but I don't know what to do, I don't know where to start, you're just sinking deeper and deeper into that hole, literally and metaphorically, because you're going down that dark hole, which takes you into the negative thoughts. And then you start beating up on yourself. You're not making any progress. It feels worse. And then you go even deeper. So it's a really negative cycle. What you want to do is reach up for that rope and hand over hand, climb out of that hole, look around for the first thing you see that you can do in a positive direction and do that. And then look for the next and do that. Take those baby steps out of that hole. As you take that action, they're going to bring more inspired ideas into your awareness so that you can then do more and move towards your goal. It's all waiting there for you. The angels are holding out their hands, but you've got to take the action to reach out to them. That's what's missing. And, you know, feeling a little blue for all the obstacles that you're trying to get through is holding you back. So you want to focus on what's good, that one little thing, go do it, and then do the next thing. And that will get you out of there. And that's true for everybody, Dave. That's the way we get out of those dark times and move forward into the bright light again. Know that it is there for you. You've just got to take a step out of the dark into the light. It really is that simple. So I hope that helps. Janelle, you got a question?
I do. Hold on. Hey, stop. Okay, I do. I totally do. So I have this man that's in my life, and I just want to know if it's like worth to keep going toward it, or to just like let it go.
Okay, what's his name?
Lawrence.
Warren.
So he was really persistent in the beginning, and now that I've kind of like let go of my my like reserves about even getting involved with him, I don't know if he's pulling back or if he really is truly just a very busy person. So I just wanted to get an idea of what you thought, or what my guides have here.
Okay, so for Danielle, Warren, is he an optimal
Lawrence?
choice? What's that?
Lawrence.
Oh, Lawrence. Okay, thank you. So for Danielle, Lawrence, is this an optimal choice for a long-term partner? No. How about for a short-term fun? Is he good for that? No.
Yeah.
Not the one. But do you know any Warrens?
Huh?
Do you know any Warrens? Maybe that was not an accident.
No. Okay, so just stop even like, okay, so just stop.
Well, if he's not even good for fun, short term, why bother, right?
Well, I know, but he's like really persistent. It's really weird. Not weird, but it's kind of hard to like, like you just have to say like this isn't gonna go anywhere, like it's never gonna happen, you know, I guess.
Yeah, or just, stop meeting him.
Well, no, I see him all the time. That's the thing. He's like always in my life. We work like 500 feet from each other.
Okay. Yeah, then you may have to just say bluntly, listen, this
Okay.
relationship is going nowhere. So,
Okay. All right.
bye-bye.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what I needed.
Okay. You're welcome.
Okay. Thanks.
Amy, you're open to receive anything that comes through. So for Amy, what do you have to share with her today? More fun, Amy. I'm hearing that that banana song, from what was that from, like the 60s or 70s? It's a very silly song, the banana song. What else? Oh, it's called The Name Game, Amy. I just remembered. That might help. Google The Name Game and listen to it. It's a very silly, just goofiness. And that's the energy that the angels are bringing forth for you. Let go of some of the seriousness, get into that lighter energy, be more playful. And they're saying, bring that to everything you do, including your work, because work doesn't have to be drudgery. You can bring that lightness to it. You can walk around with a twinkle in your eye and a smile on your face because you are in that energy of being happy, knowing that there's magic around every corner, just waiting for you to find it. That's what they want to bring to you. So let me know if that makes sense. BMV, you're open to receiving guidance. Is there anything that you should know at this time? So BMV, what do you want to share with BMV?
Yeah, my first name is Brian.
Brian, okay, thank you.
Yeah,
so what would you like to share with Brian? Sorry, I'm still getting residuals of that name game thing reverberating, so let's wipe that away. What do you want to share with Brian? Deep breaths, more relaxation. It feels like there's a little bit too much seriousness going on. So yeah, that theme is still there. What else? The deep breaths, Brian, I'm getting is tied to something physical. So like there's a lot of stress in your life or something, maybe?
Yeah, I am trying to figure out, we just moved back to the States from Costa Rica. I'm trying to figure out, kind of what to do with my career and the next steps. And, I'm getting a lot of pressure from family members to kind of go back to working a W-2 job, which has kind of been just tearing me apart. And I have been actually feeling a lot of pain in my neck and my shoulders, and it's been kind of running down through my hands lately. So I don't know if that's tied to stress or if that's more, I had an injury way back. I used to play college football, and I didn't know if that was, I went to a energy healer this week trying to work through that because I thought maybe that was tied to, kind of like my career ending in football, and then just kind of some of that trauma and maybe some cords or, blockages that were brought up from that. So.
Yeah, the picture I get is you being held in these two big fists and you're being crushed. So let's see, is that 3D or is that energetic? So for Brian, this pressure in the body and in his energy field, is that a 3D issue that needs to be resolved? Yeah, so the pain in the shoulders and stuff, whether you do a chiropractor, whether you go get some Reiki, energy work, something needs to shift. It's all bound up. It's very tight. It needs to be loosened somehow. So, meditation, of course, is good because it relaxes you, but it feels like you need more than that to jumpstart, to loosen things up so that, yeah, and I'm seeing you now, those little puppets on the strings where there's like these little pieces of their bodies and they move around and they're, jerky kind of. I'm seeing you like that. So that's a kind of a transition. You're going to go out of the stiffness into that interim phase where it's kind of jerky as you're getting your flexibility back. And then you can walk forward into the sunlight on a sandy beach. I'm seeing you on a sandy beach. So yeah, that would be very relaxed, right? Walking in nature, breathing in the air, relaxation.
Yeah.
So it's
I guess
phases.
that's just like kind of frustrating in a way, because I feel like maybe it's because I've been trying, so much so I'm actually an energy worker. I've been doing so much to try to like kind of raise my vibration, and do all this work lately. And I don't know if I've been maybe doing too much or being too serious about it, and because I'm like, well, I am doing a lot of Reiki, I'm doing a lot of meditation, so I'm like, I am doing a lot of relaxing things. So yeah, okay. Is there any clarity into that of like what maybe I could incorporate to bring in that more relaxation into my life?
Well, let's ask. Okay, so for Brian, he is doing a lot of energy work. So what else can he do? I'm hearing the cracking and I'm getting like, the chiropractic kind of thing. So it's maybe do that first and then do the energy work, because it's like it's so tight. It's not breaking free. It's like a dam.
Okay.
You're dammed up.
Okay.
So is Mike still here? Mike, are you still here? I don't see him. Okay. So Brian, I think we're going to talk this week, right?
Yeah, I do have an appointment with you on the 23rd, I believe.
So remind me when we talk, and I'll give you the details for Mike. He's got this back heart chakra cleaning process that he does that might be exactly what you need, because it's emptying your attic of emotionality. So all that pressure you're feeling, that's all built up in your body, he can go in doing this healing he has through the back heart chakra. It's a very unique process that he's developed, and clean all that out, which will then stimulate other things, because it's made the space now for you to stretch out and move into the next phase. So I'll connect you with Mike and you can talk to him and see what you think.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Deborah.
Yeah, you're welcome. Debbie, you got a new position and you start in January. Congratulations. That's so awesome.
Yeah, you let me know that was coming, so I wasn't surprised at all. Now just all the details need to be worked out as far as, do I have a room or will I be on a cart, which I don't like. I want to be in a room, so we'll see if that happens.
Well, set that as your intention and let your angels work on it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, that's kind of what I did. That's kind of what I'm doing. And then second semester, they're doing a whole new revamp. So I think it'll be a good thing. So I guess mine is just any messages for us, myself, or Dan and I, or anybody that I need to be aware of.
So for Debbie and Dan, do you have any messages you want to share? Cool. I'm hearing that song, Get Ready. Get ready.
Okay.
Sorry. So are you talking weather events? Yeah. They've been telling us that for a while, Debbie. So I wish I had better news, but get ready.
Get ready. And the thing is, we don't have enough wood yet. We really don't. Normally we are getting it now, and we had 6 inches of snow this week. And yeah, we don't have enough for the winter.
Yeah, we got 10 this week. So it's like, oh, great. We're not ready for this, but what are we going to do? You just got to go through it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So can you get some help to get the wood in sooner so you don't have to stress about that?
Maybe. We'll see.
Because it feels energetically like that's been hanging over your head for a while with everything else going on. So if you could just get some help, meet that need right now, get that off your plate.
Yeah, and I go on break for 10 days or so on Tuesday afternoon. So I think we should be able to go get wood. We'll be okay. Dan's been getting it off our property too. So we'll be okay. It's just weird having this much snow this early.
Crazy. And you'll be off on the 30th?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't know if you were here when we were talking about doing the next sensitive organizers gathering, probably on December 30th.
Yeah, no, that's at Sunday. I said that would work fine. You'll see it in a minute.
Okay, haven't got to it yet. Okay. Yeah, I was looking for a Friday, so I might have the date wrong, but trying to squeeze that in before the end of the year.
I go back to work on the 2nd, so anything between now and then is fine.
Okay, great, great. So I want to get all the sensitive organizers together and then I can move on to the next group. All right, is that it? Anything else?
Anything, yeah, just get ready, okay? That's the only message for us is get ready, get ready.
Let's see, is there anything else you want to share with Dan and Debbie? They're saying deal with the get ready first and then we'll have something more for you.
Okay.
And I see them doing this. It's like, get ready and then let's talk.
Okay. All right. All right. Get ready. Dan's got the saw in the house right now. So we're going out this afternoon to cut and split. So
awesome.
We'll be getting ready. Peace to you. Love to you.
Much love to you too.
When we get together. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Julie, what's your question?
Hi. Hey, first of all, I'm so happy to be connected with you. I know my guides brought me to you. So it's been a really good year spiritually. My growth has been profound from ups and downs and just a lot of, good things and bad. And a good year coming up, a new home with a new love, a lot of changes. But I'm in a lot of turmoil for about a month now. Just inside. A lot of angst and turmoil and unsettled, and just trying to, and I talk to my guides, my angels constantly. They send me numbers all the time and, little messages. I'm just a little lost right now with why I'm a little lost.
Okay.
Too much going on, who knows?
Yeah. So for Julie, what is this feeling of being lost about in the turmoil? All these good things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what I'm hearing is you're waiting for the shoe to drop. It's like there's so much good, something bad has to happen. And that's not true. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's always going to be challenges, but you are at a more spiritually enlightened place than you were before. So those challenges that come, you're going to handle with the help of your angels. So it's not going to be something that's going to sink your boat. It just might take you off your path for a little bit. But as long as you stay connected with your angels and guides, they're going to help you with any of that stuff. So it's trust. It's about building that faith and trust, allowing them to help you steer the ship.
Yeah, allow the process to happen. And I'm very much interested in a soul introduction with you. What's the best way to sign up for that?
Oh, just go to akashaunleashed.com and you'll see there's a readings tab and then all the information is there.
Okay. And I think I will do the 21-day meditation.
So perfect.
Yeah, I
love to have you join us. Yeah, it's going to be great.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Okay.
Okay, Amy had to go. Victor, what's your question?
Deborah, thank you for taking my question.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to begin volunteer work for a hospice program and just wanted to know how I can best serve those in need while at the same time protecting my energy from any attachments, etc.
Okay, so for Victor, how can he do this volunteer work or life in general and protect himself from negative energy and attachments? They're saying, first of all, Victor, it's intention. You just intend that you're a sovereign soul and you're not going to allow that stuff to come in. That's you setting the boundaries. Then it's using the zip up as much as you need to help you get into that being your normal way of being, where you're wearing your force field so that you are protected. All the noisy energies being held at, arm's length or whatever, to give you that space to breathe. That's really important because it feels like you were in a vice before, like you're being squeezed, almost like a straitjacket. That's what I'm getting, straitjacket. And now that you stepped out of that, you want to stay there. But the thing is, they're saying, Victor, it's going to feel so good that you're just going to naturally fall into that way of being anyway. So do give yourself credit for the progress you've made. Don't be so judgmental on yourself. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you. One more, please. I'm also refocusing my energy on my computer consulting company. I wanted to know if that would be the best use of my time and energy.
Okay. So for Victor, computer consulting, is that the optimal choice for him for a profession right now? Yeah, straight shot right down the highway. Very good. No obstacles in sight. It's like you're on a motorcycle and you're going right down the yellow line because there's nothing there in your way. All clear, green lights.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other wisdom my guys would like to share with me?
Anything else you want to share with Victor today? I'm hearing the Macarena. Go dance, go play, have fun.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Where did we end up at? Sorry, I just lost my place. Kate. Is Kate still here?
Yes, I am. Sorry.
Hey, that's okay.
I was just chilling and relaxing and like enjoying the stories. Oh, right. So my first question is, I'm headed off to the doctor on Monday. Do my guides recommend saying anything or sharing anything with the medical provider? I've had some odd things happen here or there. Is there anything specifically I should bring forth at the appointment?
Okay. So for Kate, when she sees the health provider, should she tell them about the medical issues that are on her mind? Yeah. Yeah. Don't expect that they're going to be totally open to what you have to say, but say it anyway. Get it on the record. That's important for you going forward. Needs to be on the record. And then take what help they can give you, but don't forget that you are a powerful soul on your own. So also explore other options. Hit this thing from, both sides.
Sure. I did.
Don't take it lying down. That's what I'm getting.
Oh, I did buy the book that you had recommended in one of the past meetings, the protocols.
Oh, yeah, the Banerjee protocols.
I'm not sure what to do with it yet. So maybe after the appointment tomorrow on Monday, I can feel a better course on what exactly to use.
The way they outline things in there and the names they give to certain things, it's a little hard to find. So just go through the whole book. It's not that long. See what you find, because probably when you do that, you'll run across more than one thing that might be useful for you to know.
Okay. My only other question is, I'm considering signing up for a woman's trip to Japan. Would that be optimum for me to pursue?
So for Kate, would a trip to Japan be optimal, this woman's trip? Yeah. Yeah, it feels very light. Very light. This is a very, what's like buoyant energy that goes with that. And coincidentally, I just heard this morning that the exchange rate in Japan right now is really good. It's like getting a 40% discount on everything.
Oh, wow. That would be fantastic.
So good timing.
Perfect. I guess my last question is, do my guides have anything to share with me? They've been very playful the last couple of weeks, and I very much enjoyed it. So
yeah,
if they had
wonderful.
Any words to share, that would be great.
Okay. So what would you like to share with Kate? They're being very silly. They're going tickle, 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 like you would do to a little kid.
Makes sense.
Anything else you want to share with Kate? What were you going to say?
Oh, just I also love your background. I love these stories, and I think it's wonderful everyone here today. I've very much enjoyed the sense of community and the energy I'm getting from this. So thank you all, and
Oh,
have a
wonderful.
good holiday season. And I hope to see you all Sunday for New Year's.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you. Is there anything else you want to say to Kate before she heads out? Keep being silly. Go with that lightness because that's so important for you. So yeah, lightness is a theme, right? Be as buoyant as you can be. Don't let things drag you down. I'm seeing you now as one of those big, like Thanksgiving or Christmas Day, Macy's Day Parade balloons and the strings holding you down. Yeah, you need balance so that you don't fly off into the cosmos, but don't let anybody pull you down to the ground. It's okay for you to be light, to skim across the top. That's wonderful.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Sarah, what's your question? Sarah, there you are. Hi.
My question is, right, we're all busy. I appreciate we're all really busy, but and I have elderly dogs and they're more work than others, but do I have pet gremlins, or my life seems to go from one pet chaos to the next? And I'm just finding I don't have time for anything I might want to do, and I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed with it all.
Okay. So for Sarah, does she have pet gremlins? No, not gremlins. What can you tell her about this situation with the elderly dogs? They're saying, that's just the way it is. When they get older, they do require more care. You've got to decide whether you want to do that or not, or whether you want to say it's enough.
Okay, but it's like the combination. It's like the cat jumps off the counter, smashes the mug of tea. You finish cleaning the mug of tea, the dog vomits. I don't know. It's just like this continual demand, but for mundane things.
Yeah.
I'm kind of caught in it, and I'm like, okay, I need to calm down my energy, but that's almost impossible to do because I'm flying out the door. The other day I went out in 2 completely different shoes.
Yeah.
And I got to work and I realized, and I was like, oh hell. But it's just kind of that knock-on effect that is throwing me through the day, and the days are going so fast, and I'm like, Christmas is a month early. So what's going on?
Yeah. So
it does, doesn't it?
What I'm hearing, it's an opportunity for you, Sarah.
Okay.
What can you rearrange in your life? So like if they're knocking something over, then you move that something so that they can't get to it and knock it over. It's you taking a step back, reassessing what you can change or shift to make it easier for you. More deep breathing. Stop and do those mini meditative moments more often, because when you do that, life will slow down a little bit for you. It's when you don't do that, you get caught up in that racing wheel, and then you're like the hamster on the wheel, right? You're just racing around, not really making any progress. It's a mindset. So if instead of feeling the burden of dealing with the elderly dogs, you can shift that into an opportunity to find more peace, where you're in charge of the pace of your life because of the choices that you make. And of course, where your thoughts go. Because if your thoughts are all racing crazy too, that's just going to pull you by the hair right out the door, right?
Yeah, the one dog, she barks all the time. She just doesn't seem to stop barking, and that really sets me on edge because I'm really quite a peaceful person, and I'm trying to figure out what she wants. So yeah, and I'm like, okay, and I'm like, I practice mindfulness and I practice patience, but then I just find that I'm running around so much. I haven't brushed my hair and I'm wearing odd shoes, and it's just all a bit too much at that point. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. So, if you have the mindset that you're always rushing around, you never have enough time, then you will never have enough time. Instead, if you shift to the mindset and make it your mantra, I always have more time than I need. Time expands to accommodate me. And do the mini meditative moments. I mean, that can be literally 30 seconds.
Yes.
Just stop every now and then, take those deep breaths. It will help you so much to recenter, to have better clarity about things that you can shift to make life easier. Then also make your priority list, then go down that list and ask yourself with each one, if I was going to die next month, which of these are important? That makes it real, because you might find on that list you can get rid of a half a dozen things. And when you do that, then you're going to feel so much better. And when you look at these things and it's like, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, ask yourself, is that really true? Do I have to do that? You're taking on too much stuff that you don't have to do.
Okay.
You need peace, because the energy I feel from you, it's like you're a guitar string that is wound so tight you're going to snap.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very good.
No. So the mini meditative moments will help. Reprioritizing will help. Let go of all that stuff that isn't really vital. You'll make more space. And of course, the mantra, I have more than enough time.
Yeah, I think I'm going to write that one down. And do my guide.
You'll be less stressed about the dogs, and it won't be such a big deal.
Maybe. So, and do my guides have any other advice for me, please, or guidance?
Anything else you want to share with Sarah today? Don't forget the fun. I'm hearing Tarara Boomdier. That's the fun song. So
Terrible at having fun.
maybe grab your daughters and your dogs and go outside and dance in the. Do you have snow?
No, it's been warm and sunny. We've been collecting olives furiously for the olive pressing.
Okay, so go barefoot and dance in the grass. That will help too. And I'm seeing you doing like, dancing around the maypole kind of thing, and then all fall down and just lie in the grass and soak up the sun. You need to give yourself that self-care.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Edie, I'll come back to you after I've gotten through everybody who has their first question waiting. So if I forget, remind me, please. Catherine, what is your question?
Okay, is Catherine L? Yeah.
Yeah, Catherine L.
Yeah. Hi, Deborah. I have to have a spinal fusion next year, and I'm kind of very scared about having it, and I don't know whether it's a good idea or not.
Okay, so for Catherine, is a spinal fusion an optimal choice for her? I get a big yes on that.
Okay, and also it'll probably mean I'll have to change my job because I'm physical. So can you actually see me changing my job?
So is there a optimal job waiting for Catherine to shift into? Yeah. Is it something that she would already know about? No. Is it in a same, what do you do?
I'm a physio.
Or physio, okay.
Yeah, physical therapist, yeah.
Gotcha, okay. So is it in a different profession entirely? Yeah, something different. I'm seeing you going on nature walks, like watching birds with people. So I don't know if that's in the realm of possibility, but that would fit, and the energy feels really good around that. So something like that is a possibility. But I think more than that, the overriding message, Catherine, is it's don't limit yourself. So to go from being a physio to, leading Audubon trips, watching birds, it's so way out there you wouldn't even think about it. That's the energy they want you to bring to this journey.
Brilliant.
They'll help you find the right thing.
Brilliant, brilliant. And just I'm probably under a lot of stress at the moment anyway, but I keep waking up during the night and I'm getting these little flashes, and they're kind of concerning me a little bit. And I don't know if it's just, I don't know what it is. I suppose I've been disconnected spiritually for the last maybe 6 months. It was very good. I was meditating. I was and I am at a tune. I don't know if it's connected to that or it's something totally different.
Okay. So these flashes that Catherine is seeing at night, is that a physical issue? No. Is that the angels trying to connect with her? Yes. Okay. Is it okay with you if they happen at night, if it's the angels? Or would you?
Yeah, I'm happy enough. Do they have a message for me? Is there something they're trying to tell me?
Yeah, I was just going to say, because if that's what
Yeah.
it is, you could say to them, please do this during the daytime. Don't wake
Yeah.
me up. So is there something you're trying to share with Catherine? Wake up, you sleepyhead.
Oh my God.
That's being silly, right?
Yeah.
Because
The
of course
middle of the night.
they want you to get your sleep, but they're saying that that's when they can connect with you, because that's when you're quiet and receptive. So
Yeah.
did you do the 21-day meditation challenge?
No, I probably do need to do it, you
Do
know.
that, because then you can say to them, listen, I'm here. I'm ready to have a dialogue with you. Let's not do it when I'm sleeping.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
sovereign. You get to say that.
Yeah. I'm not giving myself time. And so my head is busy. My busy thinking nothing, worrying, busy with all the wrong thoughts. So
Yes.
I'm not giving myself time to
And the
connect.
challenge is only 15 minutes. So
Yeah.
if you do that next month and you're having this surgery, that could be a really good connection, right? Doing them
Super.
both at the same time.
Super. That's brilliant. Thank
Yeah.
you very much, Deborah.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
So Kate is saying to Linda, have them rake your roofs. Yeah, that's a great point. Andrea, you can't stay. You just came to hang out. No question. Hugs to all. Thanks for being here, Andrea. Appreciate that. Okay, I see Edie again. So let me get the rest of these first questions and then I'll come back, Edie. So Danielle, thank you for taking time for today. Question is, who or what spirits are trying to contact you in the morning? You see multiple silhouettes as if they want something and you're confused. Okay, so for Danielle, what can you tell us about these spirits she's seeing in the mornings? Silhouettes. Are these her departed loved ones? No. Are they just random spirits? Can you unmute, Danielle? Are you seeing them in your home or are you seeing them everywhere? I don't know if you're still here. So these spirits, are they?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. No, I'm seeing them in my home.
Okay. So are the spirits connected to the home? Yeah, they're connected to the home. So they're former occupants. Okay. And are you okay if they stay there or do you want to get rid of them, Danielle?
I don't know if they want something or what they're doing or if there's a purpose.
Okay. So these spirits, is there something they want from Danielle? Yes. Okay. So what do they want? I'm getting acknowledgement. They want to be acknowledged. Oh, it's so interesting. You know how some people feel like they're invisible and they're not seen? Imagine being a spirit and having that problem. That's what they're saying. So they want you to acknowledge them. It's like, yeah, you see them and you don't know what's going on, but you could speak to them. Let them know that you see them and ask them what they want. They just want to be acknowledged. So
Okay.
if she acknowledges you, will you leave? Will you leave permanently? They're saying they'll leave if you acknowledge them. So is there something she needs to do other than just say hello? No, they're just looking for that connection. So do you know her from a past life or something? Ah, okay. It's a past life connection. So what can you tell us about that? Were you family in a past life? They were your parents in a past life. Wow. Okay. So you have unfinished business together. It's one of those situations where you died young and they had a lot of guilt. So they've now shown up at a time when you are sensitive enough to be able to see them, to send you that love. They're needing forgiveness. Does that make sense?
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not what I was expecting.
Hmm.
Sometimes that
Do
happens,
I-
you know, even though they're in spirit, they've got that karma that's hanging on and they feel that connection, that heaviness, like they need to complete the process. So you can give them a great gift by acknowledging their presence. You've seen them, and forgiving them or encouraging them to move on, because they should move on with the journey.
Okay, that's interesting. Does that mean then that I can also see other spirits, or is it just them?
So does she have the ability to see other spirits? Yes, you do. Yeah. If you want to.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Is there a website to connect with Mike? Yes, there is. Let me it's chronichealing.xyz, and then you go to, there's a tab there. There's a specific tab you have to click on, and I can't remember what it is. So just explore or send him an email. Just find his email on there and send him an email. Tell him you're interested in the attic of emotionality, the back heart chakra cleaning, and he'll get in touch with you. So let me make that for everybody. There you go. Julie had to go. Victor says, thank you. Angelic divine light and electronic hugs. Thank you. You're welcome. I appreciate that. Ride the wave like a surfer. Absolutely. Surfing that cosmic wave. iPad, is it appropriate to ask for prayers and energy for your friend Diane Berna? She has tough cancer. Sure, we can all do that. Just collectively, let's send out healing energy and angels to Diane Berna to help her with her journey healing from this cancer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So, Edie, where to start for your next project? Can you unmute and tell me what that means? Edie? Are you still there, Edie? I see your space up here. Okay. Anything you can share with Edie about starting this project? Is it an optimal choice to start this project? Let's go there. Yes, it's optimal. Okay. So they're saying just pick a spot and get started. Don't overthink it, because that will keep you from making progress. Feel your way. I'm seeing you like going around this big circle, like a huge inner tube, and you're going round and round. You're trying to find the opening. You're stuck trying to find the place to start. And they're saying there are openings all around it. You're just not seeing them because you're trying too hard. So when you're ready, when you get to that spot on this inner tube, as you're, moving around it, you get to a spot that feels a little warm and squishier and inviting, then just walk through it, because it's an illusion that there are no openings. The whole thing is an opening. You can walk right through it anytime you want. So it's just a matter of finding that place that feels good to you and then moving forward. Don't let the doubts hold you back, because it's there, it's ready for you to get moving. But you've got to, it's almost like close your eyes and just walk through. Don't be fooled by the illusion, and that will get you going. So hopefully that helps. Doreen, do your guides have wisdom they can share to get through the holidays? Okay. So for Doreen, what can you share with her to help get through the holidays? They want you to sing, Doreen. Go about your day singing with joy for all the wonders that there are in this life, because there are many. Don't focus on the discomfort, the pain, the inconveniences, the challenges. Focus on the sun. Focus on the home that you live in. Pets, if you have them, all the good things you can find in your life. Focus on all of that. And as you do, then it's like all these gifts are coming and being dropped off. Metaphorically, your life is being filled with abundance because you're focusing on all those positive things, which is bringing more to you. Does that help? You are welcome. Okay, I think I'm finally at the end. Anybody else? Anybody who hasn't asked a question that has one? Susan, did you want to ask a question?
Were you asking me? There's a few
Yes.
Susans in the group, so I'm just checking.
Oh, sorry. I'm not seeing them now. I'm only seeing
I don't
you.
know if they're here. No, I didn't have a question. I just wanted to hear what everybody had to say, what was going on. It's always interesting.
Well, thanks for bringing your energy.
No, thank you for doing this.
Judy, how about you? Do you have a question?
Hi, Deborah. Not a specific question. As Susan said, just for support, just to send love to everybody. And if there's anything particular you would want to communicate to me, I'm certainly open to that. Thank you.
So is there anything you want to share with Judy today? So much they want to share. It's an overwhelming amount they want to share. It's like there's this big, like a Santa Claus bag full of gifts, and they're trying to take it down the chimney, but it's not fitting because the opening is way smaller than the stuff. So it's got to be broken down into pieces. Don't try to swallow the elephant whole, Judy. One bite at a time. There's no rush. Take your time. Move through it at the pace that's comfortable for you so you don't get indigestion. Does that make sense?
Hilarious. Yes, it sure does. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. So Santa Claus presents and elephants.
Thank you so much, Deborah, for all that you do and that you facilitate and make possible, all the connections and the healing that's taking place and the miracles. It's just beautiful. I'm just overflowing with gratitude and love.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here and sharing. Appreciate that. Who else hasn't asked a question? Shirley, did you have anything?
Well, now that you've asked, maybe I will. Every Christmas, I think of Daniel, and I wonder if I'll ever see Daniel again. He's my grandson, and I haven't seen him in 4 years.
Okay. So for Shirley, is it highly likely she'll see her grandson Daniel again? Is that 100%? I get a, well, no. Is it highly likely that she will see her grandson Daniel again? It's a maybe. Okay. At first I was getting no, which seems really hard. But so they're softening it up. There's a maybe. Seems like a slim maybe, like there's some really big blockages there. But it's possible. So is there anything that she can or should do to facilitate connecting with him? Sending lots of love. And sign it. It's like you're sending the love energetically, and it's like a card, and you want to be sure and sign it so he feels that it's your energy.
Okay.
Rather than just sending the love blindly, somehow you want to attach something to it so he'll connect it with you. It's almost, you know how they put those little trinkets around wine glasses so that people know which glass is theirs?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like attaching something to it.
Mhm.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Mhm. But there's nothing concrete I can do other than,
Is there anything concrete that she can do to connect with him? The timing's not right. That's what it's about. Because it's just a, you know, a big swirling confusion right now. So is it highly likely the timing will be right in the next, let's say, 5 years? 5 years? Could be. Less than 5 years. Is that possible? That's just a maybe. So it's highly likely within 5 years. There you go. So sending that energy out, continuing the love, keeping that connection with him. Don't let that get broken.
yeah, okay. Is he safe?
Is Daniel safe presently? He's safe now. Yeah.
He lives with an insane mother, that's why.
Is he healthy? Let's ask if he's healthy. Is he in good health? Yeah, there's a really robust energy from him. So despite the hardships, he's healthy.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Debbie, you want to know about the crystal pendulum? Oh, it's just this really long thing. There, so you can see it. The guy who made it really long so it could be worn as a belt or, you know, whatever you wanted to do with it. But as you can see, it's got these crystals on either end, so it makes for a great pendulum. And it feels really good to wear. It's got good energy because he's a Hawaiian shaman. So he infused it with all this energy. He is in Easton, Pennsylvania. So I could probably find an address for you to connect with him. But this is just something he custom made. And I happened to see it at one of a gathering I went to and was very drawn to it. So.
It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I used to wear it all the time, and then I kind of put it away for a while. And today it struck me that it was a good day to wear it. So if you guys got nothing else, then I think we'll wrap it up. One last call. Anybody else? Okay, well, it is the holidays, so let's just do a closing prayer and we'll send you off to have a fabulous time. So just close your eyes, sit back, take a couple of deep breaths. Oh, just let that energy extend out from you to encompass miles and miles of land around you. Because as we each do that, think about that ground we're going to cover. If each of us is spreading our energy out for miles, that will encompass quite a large portion of the earth. And those who come along after and watch the video, they can do that with us. Lend your energy so that it will collectively envelop the entire earth. Let's make that our intention, that this bubble will spread. Embracing Gaia so that she can feel our love for her, our care, and our desire that she be healed, our appreciation for all that she gives to us. And collectively, Gaia and all of us knowing that we are working together in common purpose for that brighter future. That energy will expand. It will have consequences, will have impact, and it will reverberate back onto each of us. So what you give out, you get back in always larger portions. And now, as we step into this holiday season, we enjoy the love, the light, whatever is there for us to enjoy. Just revel in it. Know that every day can be a holiday. It's really a mindset. Every day we get up, we're thankful that we can breathe, that we can stand if we can. And you have loved ones, whatever it is around you, even if it's only a roof over your head, be in gratitude for that and know that the more you notice and express the gratitude, the more you will see, the more you will get. It just keeps expanding because this is an unlimited universe. The love is so palpable, so powerful, so deep that it just wants to embrace all of us, to let us know how loved we are, to help us to move forward towards our purpose and our goals. And it all is coming so fast. It's within reach. Keep taking those baby steps. Keep saying your gratitude prayers. Keep calling on your angels, and we will all get into the new golden era together, where life will be magical, even more so than now. Thank you all for being here, for bringing your energy, your intention, for bringing the magic. Much love to everyone. Thank you to all the angels, guides, masters, teachers, Metatron creator. Much love for everyone. See you all next month. Bye.
Bye.